Hello golfers, Jess Frank coming to you from the Jess Frank Golf Academy YouTube channel here at the beautiful Deer Creek Golf Club, and today I want to talk to you about weight shift. I love teaching this game. I love helping people learn how to play golf, and weight shift is one of the most misunderstood topics out there in the golfing world. And so what happens is that people are told to shift their weight to the back foot, and then basically they get this hip slide to the right, and then they don't make a big enough backswing. So what happens is they sway to the right, tilt their body too much to the left, and then slice across the ball because they never are able to get back far enough. And I see it all the time with men and women, juniors alike, see this constantly. And so today what I want to talk to you about is how to create the proper weight shift in the golf swing. And what it is that when you create a proper weight shift, you're not swaying or loading your weight to the right. You're not moving your weight or your center to the right. You're keeping your center in the middle. Here's my two centers, my upper center, my lower center. And what I'm doing is I'm pivoting and I'm extending my right leg and tilting my hips. So you can see this as I go back, I'm not swaying my hips to the right. I'm pivoting my hips, and I'm allowing my right leg to straighten, my left knee to bend, and my hips are turning back. So if I have this golf club right outside my hip, my right hip, there's going to be a little bit of space here. So you can see there's a little space, a little gap between the club head, a couple golf ball gap between the club head and my hip. So if I start here normally, I'm going to allow that to gap. So this is something that could be really simple drill, and if you're filming yourself, like I always recommend, and you see that hip slide, what happens is that as you let the hips go backwards, so you're actually taking, Greg Norman said it the best, he's like, I'm going to take my right hip pocket and turn it to the target as much as I can. So that's going to give you, that's how you make the proper weight shift. So you don't sway to the right, you're allowing this hip to gap here. And what happens is that the weight starts to go into your right heel instead of outside of your right foot. And you're also, when you allow the hip to move backwards, what it also does is it naturally turns your body. So you can see how I pivot. I'm not trying to turn my shoulders at all. I'm just turning my hips back, which is allowing my shoulders to turn back, which is allowing me now to come more from the inside of the golf ball. So the inside track. And so that way you're not just kind of swaying to the right and then swinging out to the right and hitting behind the ball. That's where a lot of issues come in for fat and thin shots, inconsistent shots. So when you're doing this, what it does is it also keeps you very centered. So as you swing back, there's no shift to the right. It's allowing this hip to move back and your body to tilt. And so if I do it down the line, you'll see how this works here. So you can see the hips turning back. My right hip actually gets higher than my left, okay? On the backswing, I have tilt in my shoulders. So as I go back, it allows me to tilt, extend, and tilt and turn my body. So you can see the change in the flex in the knees, the hips have turned. So again, proper weight shift. You also have to remember your arms also weigh 8% of your body weight. So as I swing my arms back, as I'm tilting, extending, tilting, and turning, allowing my right knee to straighten, my right leg to straighten, my arms going back also is a weight shift. Okay, my arms swinging back around me moves my weight back. So you don't need to move further back to the right, which I see a lot of people do. So that's super important. What it does as well is, like I said, when you sway to the right, you have a tendency to tilt your body to the left, so there's no pivot whatsoever. So you're not even reaching 90 degrees, and it's very difficult to reach 90 degrees because you're all jammed up here. So when you allow the hips to gap, allow the hip to turn, allow the right leg to straighten and extend, you're going to extend your body. You're going to take pressure off your back. So this is another big issue, and it's crazy to say, but I get students in here that keep their knees flexed. There's no knee changing the flex. They can't make a big enough backswing and they're not hitting that ball anywhere. And as soon as I let them know, I'm like, all right, let's extend your right leg, extend this right leg, straighten the back leg. That gives them a heck of a lot more room for their lead arm to swing around their body. So that's a huge, important piece of the golf swing that can help you play better golf and hit the ball higher and farther. And so, you know, again, let's do it slowly in the beginning. Let's work on allowing this hip to turn back. Okay, straighten the right leg, which tilts the shoulder to the left. Okay, I stay very centered, and I can hit little shots that are really solid right there. So I'm not swinging hard, I'm just learning the fundamental movements of how the body works. And if you look at all the greatest players in the world, Jack Nicklaus, Sam Snead, you know, Bubba Watson, all these players do not keep their right knee flexed completely in the backswing. There's always a locomotion movement, the extending and flexing of the knee, okay, and that works both ways. And so I really highly advise this if you want to avoid injury, if you want to hit the ball farther, higher, straighter, more solid with less effort. Allow that to happen. Do not try to resist. Our body is not a coil. So bodies are not a coil. We're not trying to resist against the lower body and turn back. That's not how our body works. Our body, as soon as our body tilts and the hips move back, that right knee straightens for me. My trail leg is going to straighten in the backswing. In the hips, I'm not going to sway to the right. So when I do that, it becomes a very simple way to hit a golf ball. And you can see is that now I have some really nice weight shift and pivot in my backswing. Okay, it allows the extension, tilting, and turning of my body. 3 words that all golfers should live by, what the best players in the world do, what we naturally do as humans. Everyone can tilt left, tilt right, everyone can flex over, everybody can extend, everybody can turn. In the golf swing, those are the 3 fundamental movements of what you want to do. Again, this is something that is crucial and that I've learned over the years from phenomenal instructors about how your body works, how it takes stress off your lower back, how you can play pain-free golf. And you know, like I said, I would not be bringing this to you unless it's helped me. I tested it on myself first, okay? I'm not gonna just throw stuff out here that doesn't work. I'm gonna test it out on myself first, which I know works, and now I'm giving it to you. So which is exactly what we're looking for. So I wanna go, so I just added a little more speed to that ball, but by extending, tilting, and turning my body, I could hit balls out here all day and not break a sweat. And right now it's pretty muggy out here in South Florida. It's, you know, June in the summertime, but I see people that come out here and they hit balls and they're drenched. And right now, I mean, I'm hitting 1 ball at a time, taking my time, doing rehearsals, not trying to hit a lot of golf balls, learning the backswing, understanding where my golf club is in space and time, understanding my extending, tilting, and turning. So you can see this, is that I'm making a full backswing. I've allowed my hips to move. Here's the weight shift, not back to the right. I haven't shifted my weight to the right. I haven't flexed over behind the ball. I'm keeping everything centered. Okay, so weight shift, understanding weight shift, and knowing what the best players in the world do all the time can help you do it. So like I said, even, you know, all the best players in the world, they flex and extend, they tilt, they turn. So you can do it too. So anybody who can stand up straight and can walk and can play this game, you know, it depends what level you want to play in, and it also depends on how much you want to practice. But at the same time, I can not practice and come out here and be able to hit a golf ball. Like, I know I could take a month off, and I know by doing this fundamental movement of extending, tilting, and turning my body, and also allowing the hips to move, I'm not shifting to the right, I'm not trying to release my hands to the ball, I'm going to be able to hit this ball every single time. And I'm going to be able to hit it with some pop and not even, not even break a sweat. So that's what I'm looking for you as well. That's what I want you to do. So if you really like this video, please go ahead, share it with your friends. Please subscribe to the channel. Please leave a thumbs up, leave a comment. Tell me what you really enjoyed about this video. And again, my name's Jess Frank. I love teaching this game. I love helping people play better golf, love helping people get results, have more fun on the course. That's what it's all about. You want to shoot lower scores, have more fun, hit more solid shots, and that's what I'm hearing back from all the feedback from all of you. So thank you again, and we'll see you soon. Have a great day.